Back here in Lincoln, and boy, have the tides turned since the last commercial break. 5-1, Nebraska leads over Michigan State as we get ready to start the top of the second. Danny Berg and Evan Bolt here with you on this beautiful Sunday afternoon as Ryan McKay will dig in to get this second frame underway. Takes ball one outside. So Evan, that was almost 20 minutes in between pitches for Gavin Blackowitz after Nebraska puts up 5 in the bottom of the first. How does that change how a pitcher approaches things going into the next inning?
Well, we already saw in that first inning that he struggled a little bit with the control on the off speed, and having that time to sit will cool you down a little bit. So it's a matter of slowly working your way back up. He got his warm-up pitches, but just working on that control and staying composed.
McKay fouls the next one back to the screen, now 2-1. And we noticed too during the warm-ups is that it was almost exclusively off-speed pitches that he was working on. McKay takes one high, 3-1. And this is a guy from Michigan State they want to get going again. He was one of their leaders last year in terms of production. And he will take a free pass to start the top of the second.
It's good for the on-base percentage there. Always love to see the first batter get on here. They've got a little bit of a hole to claw their way out of, but it's a good start.
Noah Bright will come in now as after Blackowitz issued his first walk of the day. That is walk number 7 on the season. So that number is a little inflated. Just a little over half a walk an inning. First offering to Noah Bright is in there for a called strike.
There's that off speed. He's got a little bit more control, a little more confidence in it right now.
This is Noah Bright's 13th game. Start number 11 for him. So this one is fouled back. Hitting 143, he's 2 of his last 19. Has yet to draw a walk this season. After getting 18 in all of last year with 128 at-bats. Just a 374 OPS. 0-2 on the way. Called strike 3. Bright doesn't think so. But that's strikeout number 3 for Gavin Blackowitz.
And that's on the off speed. So after those struggles in that first inning, he's found his command of it. And look at that. That's a great start to it. A little bit of almost a looping curve in there, catching the zone.
A good job by Jeter Worthley to bring that ball down to maybe steal a strike away. Parker Pico is the next man up. That's in for a called strike on the inside corner. Pico hitting just 100 for the season, but does have 2 home runs and 9 men driven in. Check over on first. McKay will run, does have 4 stolen bases, has been caught twice. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
Another off-speed pitch there for Blackowitz.
Looks like he's starting to find a little bit more comfort with the off-speed pitch.
That's what I'm seeing too. And Pico out there in the box, he's one of the team leaders in strikeouts. He struck out 19 times.
This one gets away from Wordley, and McKay is going to take second base easy. Took a big turn around second to think about going to 3. So that'll go as should go as a passed ball. No, we're going to call that a wild pitch.
Was a little bit outside in the other batter's box. That's a tough ball to block.
You could call it either, I think. But we'll go wild pitch. 1-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. And Pico will be tagged out by Worthley to finish it off. Blackowitz is up to 4.
He's been relying almost exclusively on that off speed now this inning. And it has worked wonders so far for him.
Look at that breaking ball. That's just disgusting.
There's just no chance at that. Completely fooled him.
So here's Vandermeed, who got his first hit of his collegiate career on Friday on a triple. You don't see a lot of first hits be a triple.
No, and it happened because of a sort of a misplay out in the field looking for a sort of a diving catch with Max Butenbeck out there and right. And it ended up not working out too well for the Huskers. And Vandermeed gets that triple.
Yeah, Max Butenbeck had a hard time with the lights on Friday night as this one gets bounced in for ball 2. That wound up being on Friday Nebraska's first quote-unquote home night game. It was supposed to be a 2 o'clock local start. We didn't get started until 4. And the lights came on. Darkness came over us. This is popped up high. Buck calls off Sanderson. And Buck's got it to put away the inning. Blackowitz gets around the leadoff walk, sends down the next 3 in order. We head to the bottom of the second. Nebraska with a 5-1 lead over Michigan State. You're watching college baseball on Big Ten Plus. Logan Pecor's day is done, and Kyle Rudolph is the new man on the mound for Michigan State.
Yeah, Rudolph here, 6 2/3 innings pitched so far on the season. The freshman from Peachtree, Georgia. A little undersized for a pitcher. He stands only 5'11", 185. Struck out 6, though, so far this year.
McMorrow will be the first man to face him as Rudolph goes to work. First one misses inside. Now, Kyle Rudolph is expected to be a midweek starter for Michigan State. He pitched against Winthrop on Tuesday, went 5 innings in that one. Looked pretty good, actually. 2 hits, no runs, 70 pitches as Moyer pops this one. Left field, Williams calls for it. That'll be out number 1. Moyer goes down. 4 strikeouts in that one. Did give up 2 doubles, did Rudolph against Winthrop. But Michigan State's going to need him to get some innings here in this game.
That 0 ERA looks really nice. Not at all sustainable, but boy, is that a real fun number to look at if you are Rudolph.
Yeah, has yet to give up a run at all this season. Michigan State needs a little bit of that right now. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Now, Michigan State does have a midweek game coming up on Wednesday against Eastern Michigan. And I got to think that Brady Chambers, the redshirt freshman from Lyons Township High School in Illinois, will probably get that one as Rudolph gets Overbeek in the shoulder.
Well, that'll be his first hit by a pitch here of his Michigan State career. Oh, he's facing that dangerous bat of Dylan Carey. We've yet to see how dangerous it can be this weekend.
Yeah, it's been a rough weekend for Dylan Carey, to say the least. Yesterday went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Went 0 for 5 with a strikeout on Friday night. That one gets left down low.
It's not been a favorable 2 days for Carey's batting average. He came into this weekend batting over 500.
He's now sitting at 446 after that bunt single. Beg your pardon, it's now an 0-1 count. Carey pops this one into the seats. Right-hand side. Good crowd on hand today in Lincoln. It was a tough Big Ten opener with the 2-hour weather delay for no weather. And then the temperature from scheduled first pitch until end of game, which was right around 7 o'clock local time, dropped to about 40 degrees. 0-2 on the way. Carey ropes this one to left field, and that's going to find the Husker bullpen. That was probably the best swing we've seen from Carey all weekend, even though it was a foul ball.
Yeah, just turned on a little bit too early. Didn't quite have the distance if it was fair, but it would have been a solid hit over there into the left field corner. Alas, it was not.
Alas, it was not. 0-2 again. Carey takes it high. We saw, as we mentioned, over 5,000 fans come into Haymarket Park yesterday. I'd say we probably are getting a little closer to 6 today. It's a much nicer day than it was yesterday. I have about 54. Carey sends this one way deep. Williams looks up and it's gone. Dylan Carey tees off. What a way to get your first hit of the weekend. Huskers have blown it open at 7-1.
Well, there's that dangerous bat we were talking about. It's come alive. Like you said, what a way to get that first hit. A little bit of a hanging curveball there in the zone, and he gets every bit of it. Plus the wind to the back of the ball. My goodness.
Dylan Carey knocks out his 4th home run of the season after getting his 6-game hit streak snapped on Friday. Good way to get it back. That long home run. It's the 3rd home run of the day here. We've seen the ball flying. As Sanderson takes a home run type swing, misses for strike 1.
Well, Rudolph out there on the mound. ERA is no longer 0. It wasn't sustainable, like I said. 257 now, but just got to reset here.
Sanderson almost got it through the hole. Nice play by McKay. Spins and throws out Sanderson. Flashing the lever does Ryan McKay.
Great play there out at second. My goodness. This is a real pretty looking slide. Fields that cleanly, turns on it. About as textbook as it gets.
I mean, Sanderson had a base hit waiting to happen, and McKay had to run over about 50 feet to grab that one. I'll get Jet Buck to the plate. The shift is on for him. And we're not even trying to pretend. There's easily 100 feet between Jet Buck, who's standing at the shortstop position, and Randy Seymour right now. As Buck swings and misses, now 0-2. What is this, an extreme, maybe a more extreme shift? Or is it only extreme if there's 4 guys on one side of the field?
Well, I think they've curtailed the 4 guys on one side of the field. If you put the 4th guy out there, there's nobody covering first.
Buck grounds this one over the shortstop to Kinga. Dirts it, and it got out of the glove of Seymour. So Jet Buck will reach. They're going to call that one an error on the shortstop, CJ Dakinga.
You know, they pulled a similar shift on him on Friday, and he hit right into it just like he did there, but an error lets Buck reach. And I mean, that's really unfortunate. You play it perfectly, hits right into the shift, and you just can't complete the out. Really demoralizing for this defense.
I'd almost put that more on Seymour, because the throw was there. I mean, he had to bounce it in, but throw was there. That's one as a first baseman that you have to corral. And especially with the situation that you're in right now, being down 6 runs, you need every out that you can get to try and get yourself back in the game. As Preston Freeman faces an 0-1. Low for ball 2. Or excuse me, low for ball 1. Now 1-1. There's 2 pitches in the at-bat. That's how numbers work.
Numbers are hard, Danny. Numbers are real hard.
We've realized that twice now. It's only the 2nd inning. We're in trouble. Freeman had that long home run to left field last time up. Going down is Buck, and he'll steal second base. Jet Buck picks up his 3rd stolen bag of the year. It's now 1-2 on Preston Freeman. Left-handed bat against the right-handed Rudolph. And Rudolph misses outside. Three home runs in the game already. Seymour poked one the opposite way in the first. Freeman had his the other way in the first, and then Carey with a long one earlier this frame as Freeman goes down on strikes. But the Huskers post 2 more as Dylan Carey is having himself a good day so far. It's now 7-1 after a long blast from the Husker shortstop. We head to the 3rd inning. Nebraska up big on Michigan State. You're watching Big Ten Baseball on Big Ten Plus.